Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go.
Forward.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go.
Forward.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go.
Forward.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work.
Fall in. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what it is. It's me, your boy Trey. If you're checking out the screen, y'all see in the land of Phi, known as Excellent Brother, that is EB Savvy. What's popping? What's happening? Missed y'all yesterday. Had a couple of things to take care of, but back full force. So, like I said, plenty to talk about. We got the whole situation going on with the a certain situation going on. If you follow Sean King on his platforms, it's some stuff to talk about. We are going to get to that. NBA action. We know tonight, win or go home. It's starting to ramp up when it comes to the NFL due to the fact that it's about to be a whole draft going on at the end of this month. Fights going on next week. But today, of course, what we're having, if you're going to tap in, some of the founders of one of the military Greek letter organizations out there. If you haven't heard of the MGLOs, you better get to know. Founders of Psi Rho Phi Military Fraternity Incorporated. That's who we're going to have on here, known as the Phi Nominal 5. So we're gonna tap in with them so they can give us a little insight to the whole thing, talk some sports, speak on some brotherhood as I allow them to come in slowly but surely. These 5 brothers gonna have some things to say, going back and forth. So plenty to talk about. But what's popping with y'all? What's good? I've been wondering. Miss y'all yesterday, man. Definitely did. Enjoy what I do and enjoy in engaging, going back and forth with you guys. One second. Oh, I had to get a message out real quick. So check this, right? I don't know, like I said, if you all have been following, like I said early in the top of it, that's why I wouldn't start. I guess I choose violence, not necessarily violence, but I think this is definitely something to talk about in the matter. So if you follow Sean King on his platforms, we got some that's quote unquote sports related in a sense. So of course, Sean King has posted in reference to a particular coach. If you probably have heard of this coach, seen him. At this point, Sean King is calling this guy a super racist. If you go to the Sean King's Instagram, you can check where he has posted Coach Mark Taylor, for the most part, who trains high school players to be college players, and then football college players to be professionals, to be pros. He's basically racial epithets and slurs in which he's calling individual African Americans derogative terms while he's driving on the road. He's talking about how he hates Atlanta now. Atlanta used to be a good place to go. It's not a good place anymore due to the fact of the players. I mean, it's just taken over by the same racial epithets in which we talk about. Of course, if I have to speak it out, basically calling black people niggers. That's basically what it was. And Tucker then going through, he shows himself in this room and showing the Georgia Bulldog jacket in which he places on the bed, and he's talking in reference to that being like this is nice. Ooh, picks up his phone, shows his Glock sitting on the table, picks up his phone and start talking about, hey, I need you niggas to bring me up some chicken wings and 2 hoes, and then he goes and say, I need 1 white hoe, 1 red bone, and all that type of stuff going back and forth. So it's very interesting. So the post goes on. It has that in video. We talk about a tree because supposedly he said it was a black girl or black man, someone pulled in front of him and cut him off and start talking about that. And see that tree, start referencing to a guy named Roe, saying if Roe was here, he would have strung him up. And talk about if Roe was here, he would throw the red bone out the window because we on the 14th floor, all that type of stuff. So but then he goes on. If you go through the post, you see as we wait for the rest of the brothers to get in so we can let them in. As you go through the post, you see him in pictures with prominent names in the college football. So, of course, Shaun King, being who Shaun King is and doing what Shaun King does, basically starts and says, hey, this is the deal. I'll just quote his content. This is the deal. The end of the day, I need every coach I have pictured him with and every coach in the football program he has been affiliated with to publicly denounce this man and make it clear he is never welcome to work with them again. So, of course, like I said, Coach Mark Taylor, I think Edge Speed Sports is his organization. And he basically goes in and said, and even points out the colleges and individual and tags him. Dabo Swinney at Clemson at football. That's you. That's you. Dan Mullen, coach of the University of Florida. That's you. Kirby Smart, coach of the Georgia Bulldogs. That's you. And Nick Saban, coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. That's you. And every other coach in the program this man has worked with. He basically says, let me give you some advice. Denounce this man now. If you have worked with him, before I find the pictures and get ahead. So get ahead of it. So that's what's going on. So, of course, when you look at that and take that into consideration, it's probably some real stuff going on. In this day and age, you can't have those type of things. But, you know what I'm saying, without further ado, let me just go ahead and start to bring in some of these brothers. Of course, you know, these, like I said, you guys took it upon themselves to decide to tap in to start an organization. So that way the organization, to put this organization at the forefront of their minds, a military Greek letter organization. If you all know, it's about brotherhood, community, getting together. If you're a part of our organization, fraternities, sororities, and things already, you already know what it is. But let's get to bringing some of these guys in. Of course, y'all already know one particular, their quad, as you know it, excellent brother, Zalos, most excellent brother, Zalos.
What's going on? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Most excellent brother, most excellent brother, Aries. Their Trey, most excellent brother, Hypnos. The Cinco, Big Cinco, most excellent brother, Kratos. And I guess they're waiting for their ace at some point.
It's echoing your phone?
Yeah, sit together.
Yeah.
Where's the original ace at?
He here. He here.
Brothers, what's going on with you this morning?
What's good?
What's good, man? How you living?
Oh, it's good. Everything. So what's going on? Y'all down in, I was about to say D-Town, but that would be a reference to Dallas, but y'all up in Denver. How's that going on? Ain't none of y'all got sick, altitude sickness yet, have y'all? God willing, Lord willing, it won't happen.
Nah, ain't none of that going on, man. It's been actually, to be honest with you, Savvy, man, it's been pretty nice out here, man. Today is our first day of
that's why
cold weather. It's cold today.
I'm saying that's why I can't hear that.
Oh, it's cold today?
You can't?
Yeah.
You got proper log. I'm not back in like I did.
So What's good,
Hit
man?
on
Tell me
backwards.
what's going on. So for the people that don't know or are not privy to, what is Cyber 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated? And this talk of MGLOs, what's this all about from you guys? Let me hear straight from the horse's mouth. What was the reason for the establishment of a prestigious organization as yourselves? Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. I don't know if we see.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. There go hurt. There you
I
go.
can barely hear anything.
Okay, there you go.
I can barely hear anything. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
All right, I didn't hear the question. Zalos, you might want to go start with it until I could. I don't know. I want to answer the question too.
He done sit up and left. So I was getting into it, asking you, Gil, was just to put everyone up on game about what military Greek letter organizations are, and then why was there a start? What Cyber 5 is, and what happened? How did what was the reason for starting Cyber 5?
The vision that we all had, man, was to establish a military organization that wasn't necessarily collegiate based. It was to definitely cater more so to the military brothers in arms and that have served. It's not color based. It's not about your ethnicity. It's about whether or not you were a man of military service. And we wanted to get out and do something for the greater good, and be able to give back to those that are get out and they don't really know what to do with themselves, or not around people that truly understand the life that they live for however many years that they may have served and have gone through the things that they've gone through. So all of us come together, man, and we actually enjoy just fellowshipping with each other, building, and just giving back to the community and helping those that are less fortunate in being able to help themselves.
Okay, so basically all of y'all are in the service or have served in the service, correct?
Correct. So the criteria is you had to have served in any branch of service, no matter if it was active duty, guard, or reserve. You had to have been in for at least 2 years. And if you separated from the service, then you had to get out with a general discharge or better.
Okay. Is there any waivers or anything like that if they had those things? Because people tend to have done things in their past, but to change it. So is there any waivers or any? Is it case by case, or is that just a hard line?
It's a case by case situation.
Roger that. Okay.
We also helped to establish a sorority for women the same, that actually have done the same thing that the fellas have done. And we actually had the privilege of having them alongside of us right now.
Okay. Oh, that's don't worry. They on the clock next, don't they? November,
Okay.
right? November, right?
Okay.
They on the clock. You know what I'm saying? I do my thizzle. So, are y'all specifically exclusively African American organization?
No, we're not
Military.
African American organization.
Okay.
A military organization.
Which means
there's no color.
You my brother based on what you serve. If you serve, you are brother. Straight up in that. No way around.
So clear and concise. Yeah. So anyone that's out there, regardless what creed, nation, ethnicity in which you serve, it doesn't make a difference. They're willing to bring you in.
We take them all. We take them neon yellow, brown, orange. It don't matter, man. As long as they serve, they met the criteria, and we good to go.
So
don't care what they do.
So what I want to do right quick, I forgive my matters. I want to give an opportunity for each one of y'all to basically tell me who y'all are, where you from, and what branch of service you all served in.
My name is AJ. Well, Jackson. I am a 20+ year vet in the United States Air Force, and I'm the ace of the first ace of this line. If you don't know what the ace is, the number one of the line of the founders that actually established this organization.
Okay. Who's next up? Who we got?
Next up is MEB Edmina Aries out of Brooklyn, New York.
And why stand
But
up?
well, right, you know what I'm saying. But then, like I said, I claim Queens too because I went to school out there. But my background is 20 years military on deck. Served in all the campaigns. Started from 2000, so I've been there and kind of been in the field a lot. Um, I am one of the founders. I'm the Deuce. I am that Deuce of all Deuces of Cyro 5. I'm that Deuce. Following on. The thing about it is, it's all about business, man. We want to bring what wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? The brothers out there, our brothers in arms, have a welcoming hand to come on through. You know what I'm saying? And be a part of something great.
Okay. So it real quick, I heard you say MEB. What exactly is MEB?
Most excellent brother.
Okay. Most excellent brother. What is the reason most excellent? It sounds like there's an emphasis. What's the emphasis on most excellent brother?
Well, only the founders have that title, starting off from the original foundation of when we started. Many of those that follow up are considered excellent brothers, but only the founders are the most excellent brothers.
Okay, got it. Understood. All right, next up, who we got next up? Before we go to the next one, what branch of services you serve in? Most excellent brother Aries.
Well, the best Air Force that's out there. That's the Breast Branch, man. If you ain't blue, it ain't right.
Okay, next.
Exactly. Yeah, next you got most active brother Tawan Hypno Smith. I'm the Trey. I did 22 years in the Army, of course, the best branch, and I'm from South Carolina.
All right, okay. So who we got next? Let me see. Next.
I'm the familiar face, man. It's your boy, MEB Zalos. Y'all know me as the GOAT on the show. You know what I'm saying? The Bishop. Real quick as I pick up my
Can't hear. Something happened.
Yeah, I'll hear. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
All right, and next up, who we got next?
Can you hear now, Gretel?
Can you hear Kratos?
I guess, yeah, I hear you now.
All right, yes, sir. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm up next. MEB Kratos, Cyro 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated.
He ain't got no first
20, whatever. Ronell Jackson, 21 years of service, Army. That's about it.
Okay. So,
I'm from LA, California. South Central.
West Coast, yay in the building. So, real quick, let me get ready to let me get Kratos off there. Let me see. Going back. All right. So, back to it. So, reason, of course, y'all come on, to talk about y'all got something special got going on this particular reason why y'all all congregated together currently, correct?
Right.
Okay, can y'all put us on game about what that's about?
Yeah, we came together this week in a joint venture. First off, heading it all off, man, we celebrating 4 years of being established as Cyro 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated. We actually been around 4 years. We were established April 3rd, 2019. And we actually are out here in Denver, Colorado, celebrating with our sorority sisters as well as the brothers that we actually brought into the fraternity. In conjunction with that, we also have military crossings that are actually happening. We bring in a couple of new brothers into the organization this week, and we're also bringing a couple of new sisters into the org this week. So that's the purpose of us being out here this week.
Okay, of course, y'all see it on the screen. If you're in the Denver, Colorado area, y'all can pull up Joint Crossing Gamma Live for our sisters National Line Gamma, our brothers National Line Lambda. If y'all have not been to a Cyro 5 crossing, this is your opportunity to go ahead and take that in. We do it unlike any others. Embassy Suites, Hilton, down Denver. That's where it's at. What else you all have going on, gentlemen? I know it's got to be something else. Y'all talking about y'all want to celebrate and get y'all 4th year of the establishment of the organization. What else is cracking down in Denver? You muted, Zalos. You muted. He even dropped off.
All right, man. Well, we also have a sneaker ball that we're actually doing, a sneaker gala, is what we call it. That'll be hosted out here tomorrow. And here, so you put on your best, you come dressed to impress and your best, and pull out your fly sneaks, man. To actually come out here and show some love and show up a little bit with us while we fellowshipping and enjoying ourselves. We all, like I also said, we have a crossing that's actually going to be happening as well. So, and it's open to the community. Y'all want to come out here? Y'all want to check us out? Hey, show love, come show face, and inquire, do whatever you feel like you want to do, and we'll definitely return that love. You dig?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I asked the question, like I get a chance to speak to bring it up before. What teams? This is a sports. Sports is we do military. We talk military. We talk anything for the most part. But sports is essentially the baseline. That's what the program is built on. What teams do y'all represent? What teams do y'all still hold steadfast to your heart till you go through the ups, the downs? What teams are those?
You already know what it is. You already know what it is. I ain't even got to put mine out there. So I'm gonna let my line brother say who they teams are.
Man, look, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out here. Y'all can laugh, y'all can do whatever. Diehard Raiders fan from LA. I don't care where they go, still gonna be a Raiders fan.
Okay, so the Big Cinco is he represents the Raiders. Any basketball, MEB Kratos?
Man, I love the Lakers, but I still love the Clippers. Hey, if it's LA, it's my team. Dodgers, Angels, all of it. Anything LA, California.
Okay. I can get with it. I can rock with it. All right. MEB Aries.
Okay, you already know what it is, man. It's New York Jets, Brooklyn Nets, New York Jets, and them Brooklyn Nets all day long.
Okay. MEB Hypnos.
I ain't really got no team, man. I just watch.
He got a bowling team. Ask him what's his favorite bowling team.
MEB Hypnos. As MEB Kratos is saying, what's your
ain't no bowling team.
Oh, except of course, if MEB Herc has been on the show before, so he's everything Georgia.
Hey man, not everything Georgia, not every no. That is disrespectful.
You're not claiming everything. You're not claiming everything, Georgia.
Heck to the no, man. Check it, man. Hey man, I'm a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. I am not a Georgia Tech fan by no means. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? I am a Atlanta Hawks fan by default. And actually, when we go to collegiate basketball, surprisingly, man, I go all the way to North Carolina, man. I'm a UNC fan.
Okay. So usually, and then of course, MEB him, Zalos, Oklahoma. Not interested in that. No, wait, hold on. Wait a second. MEB Aries. You heard MEB Aries. He's like, you know what it is? New York Jets and the Brooklyn Nets. Zalos, say yours.
My team. I'm just like
Brooklyn Nets and who?
Brooklyn Nets.
And what team? What football team?
My football team for NFL is, of course, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Disrespectful.
And then Oklahoma Sooners for college. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. He ain't consistent. He's not consistent at all.
So, in which I understand, saying, MEB Herc, he said specifically, he did say he slid, but he slid in a different way. But in any case, I mean, it's all
I
good.
only slid on the collegiate basketball.
Yeah,
Everything else was in my state.
That's
Oh, and I'm
y'all
an Atlanta
LB.
Braves fan too.
See, that's y'all LB. Do you, Zales? Do you have a baseball team? Is it the Yankees? Or is
Absolutely, absolutely. The Yankees. There it is.
Hey,
Absolutely, the
he in
Yankees.
everybody's state. Because Oklahoma ain't got no
Absolutely.
bat. They ain't got no team no more.
so
Yeah, absolutely, the Yankees.
So with that being said, we know it's a bunch of things going on from an aspect of sports. We already know it's about to basically go down. The next at the end of this month, the NFL draft. I'm very sure for those that pay attention to the draft, they're looking hopefully for there to be some movements, your teams to pick up somebody. I know I tend to be on the show a lot with Zalos, and he always is trying to make a way for Philadelphia to get everybody. So it's Philadelphia versus everybody. Of course, you got the NBA getting ready to pop up. What did y'all think about this past NBA season that went past for those that were paying attention?
Hey, repeat that for me, Savvy.
What did you think about this past NBA season? What we seen is Jokic, the Joker, already a two-time consecutive 2 years in a row NFL NBA MVP. And from your standpoint, do you think he secured the MVP for a third year?
Oh, I'm gonna say he got that boy Joel on his Joel, man. I think Joel. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get it this year. I think it might be Joel. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Okay. And then additionally, of course, did y'all get a chance to see the whole situation that went on versus Minnesota? And at the end of the year, the teammates, Minnesota Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert and Kyle Anderson, where it caused the Minnesota Vikings to suspend Gobert for a playing game versus the Lakers, in which the Lakers ended up winning to punch their ticket.
Timberwolves.
Yes, the Timberwolves. What was your thoughts on that? Like, of course, brothers fight. That's what most teams are considered a brotherhood. Brothers fight. And from a standpoint, do you think the Timberwolves were justified in suspending him at that particular time with a lot on the line for the most part?
I feel like you got to. I feel like you got to suspend them because either way, even if they are teammates or brothers, man, you have to set the example. There's no way that that altercation. If you have a problem with your brother, your teammate, or stuff like that, I feel like that's something that probably could have been handled in the locker room. You don't do it on the floor, man. You don't do it in front of the fans. You don't do it in front of the media. You try to hold that off until you get back into the locker room. And if you have any disagreement or y'all not seeing eye to eye on things, man, you take it into the back. And I think the organization did that in a way to show an example. Like, it don't matter who you are, and if you on this team, hey, if you don't act or abide to what we're trying to accomplish over here in Minnesota, you have to suffer the consequences. And I don't feel like they did nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? May it have hurt them, possibly, yeah. But either way, I feel like that was the right thing to do, in my opinion.
Well, the Lakers was winning anyway, no matter what. But so I asked this question, right? You all, same thing, 5 men, a team, brotherhood, and all that type of stuff. I'm very sure y'all have disagreements and stuff like that, but in any case, y'all same instance, y'all wouldn't do it out in public. Your disagreements are handled amongst each other, and then y'all come to a conception of this is where it is, agree to disagree, and keep it pushing. Correct?
Always.
Most definitely.
Okay, so going on, continue on. ATL still alive. MEV hurt. 7 seed.
Yeah.
They going down. Lakers 7 seed. They going down. Before we talk about those two series right quick, of course, we got 2 games that's going on tonight. You got Miami facing off against Chicago. And then you got on the other side of the spectrum in the Western Conference, we're going to have Minnesota facing off against the number 10 seed in who is Minnesota playing? I don't know why it slipped me at this time. Minnesota versus They don't even matter to me, basically. Minnesota versus Oklahoma, OKC. In those two series, who do y'all see advancing? In those two series, who y'all think is advancing? Are we going to see? Is it going to be Chicago? Is it going to be Miami? Is it going to be OKC, the Thunder, or is it going to be Minnesota going to play the ACs, which is Milwaukee Bucks on the East and the Denver Nuggets on the West?
I think Minnesota tough. The Lakers just struggle getting past them. Just being honest. But I feel like they kind of broken up right now. Like everybody, like not in their best health, I would say. So I said Minnesota could pull away from that, and then I feel like Miami definitely going the other one.
Okay, Miami and Minnesota. Anyone else? MEB Zados?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Minnesota and Miami as well. I think that's no. You know what? I take that back. I think it's gonna be Minnesota and Chicago. I'm taking Chicago. I'm not going with Miami. I'm taking Chicago. I think Chicago gonna upset Miami. I feel like Chicago got enough weapons to do what they need to do to take Miami out. I think it's gonna go to full series, but I think Chicago gonna come out on top. Minnesota, I just don't think. We know Oklahoma City. We know they're young. They're a young team with a lot of talent, but they still need some growth. So I think Minnesota just has too much depth right now in regards to too much experience right now versus OKC. So I think it's going to be Minnesota and Chicago.
MEB Aries, Hypnos, or Kratos?
I don't got too much on it, man. Honestly, I like the game. I would love my Nets to be on deck, but again, it's anybody's game, bro. I really couldn't give you a really good observation on what the game is going to look like, man. Because with the trades alone, going from NBA to NFL, they're really trying to make it hard to predict who's going to be the real winners of the game. So I'm gonna stay tried and true to my teams, and hopefully, man, we get there.
Okay. I understand it, respect it. So I asked, so what do y'all gentlemen going back, moving into where the reason for the season, where y'all are? What is going on today? Y'all did, if I remember correctly, I seen something. There was a meet and greet last night. How was the meet and greet? How did that go?
Man, any event that we actually get together, I feel like we have a good time at anything, man. So any event that we actually have, even if it's just us to show up and we meeting and greeting each other, we have a ball. So it's always an amazing time, man. When we come together, we don't really have any like negative moments in those type situations.
Okay. And what's on deck for today? What's going down today?
We got a couple of surprises. We got a little show to put on at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, we had a little work to do, man.
Little show. We got a little coming across.
Actually, we about to do our community service right now.
Okay.
So we got our entire frat down here.
Yep. We got festivities. It's gonna be festive day today, Savvy. We got a lot going on today, so it's gonna be a real exciting day.
Hey, Savvy, I put that up there for you to take a look at.
You know what? I like yours. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do.
Okay.
You know how it goes down. You know how it goes down. So yeah, so that's nice. That's nice. Okay. So that means I gotta sit up and get my creative juices going and got some stuff.
That's just one of a few.
That's one of a few. Okay. That's it. Everything is all love and committed efforts. You know what I'm saying? How we get down and how you get down. Matter of fact, speaking of that, if y'all was to see what I put up earlier, that particular flyer, that shoe right there is an originator of some stuff. I'm not gonna say who owns that shoe, but I'm just saying that shoe it sparked something in the organization, unlike anything else. So that particular shoe right there is, you know what, we might have to mint that shoe. You know how back in the day we used to sit up how the parents used to bronze shoes and stuff like that. We might have to end up bronze that shoe, and at the point where when we have our own headquarters building and stuff like that, that shoe needs to be in the foyer when you walk in to sit up, or you know what I'm saying, some way, form, and fashion. Maybe we'll be able to get with the owner of that shoe, and maybe they'll like to give it up. So you know what I'm saying. In any case, keep it moving along. So Community service. You said community service. I believe that's something which y'all stand on. Y'all partner with plenty of organizations and different organizations in reference to community service. What is the community service and for today in which y'all are engaging in? Everyone muted.
So so down here they're gonna be feeding the homeless. So they gave us all the bags. We're gonna decorate all the bags, design all the bags, so that they can be filled in and given out to the homeless later on today.
Okay.
And by the way, the temperature dropped, so they needed bad. It's probably, I think, like 40-some degrees outside now, coming from 80s. I think it was like in the 80s yesterday. Now it's in the 40s.
So and for y'all, of course, like I just say, community service. What is there any particular type of community service specifically in which y'all are engaging, or is it like anyone, just in case someone's out there that knows somebody that may see is like, okay, they're coming here, we'd like to get. So what type of organizations do y'all partner with in reference to community service when y'all go out to do community service?
We partner with a lot of community-based organizations. We do a lot of donating. We do a lot of charity. We honestly go anywhere they need us. There's been times that we've supported 3 different organizations at one time and just split up because that's what we do. And not just our community, any community we go to, if somebody need help and we can provide help, then we're going to provide help.
Okay.
So we don't have one set thing that we do. We may be giving to the homeless. We've done Habitat for Humanity and helped build the houses. We've went and cleaned up parks locally. We've donated money. We've done everything. We're gonna continue to do everything.
Okay, and basically standing on what it is exactly community. So does these have to just be veteran organizations, or are you talking about community where you have brothers and anywhere where you are at the time to where it doesn't make a difference in status that you're helping?
Well, we're a military fraternity, so of course we help our best, but those are not the only organizations we help. We actually got some other things coming up with the kids, with our own our own organization with the kids. We do everything. We're not some people think because the military fraternity we only help the military. That's not what it's about. We're just retired veterans and active duty personnel who just like to help everybody. We just want to give back. People gave to us, we want to give back to everybody else, and hopefully inspire some people while we're doing it.
Okay, I think that's key that you say that, to the inspiration of others. So and that brings up another question. So when y'all was basically coming up with this organization, where are y'all based out of? Is there a founding? Where was the organization founded at?
What's that?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas,
Okay.
Texas is where it was based out of.
Okay, founded in Dallas, Texas. So that's basically where you quote unquote are headquarters at for the most part, or when you going forth, they're going to be headquarters at.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So when coming up with this organization, there are other organizations that people do research. There's other organizations. Y'all just disregard that question. So yeah, I digress. Let me go move another way. So creating this organization, right, and going forth and figure out, okay, we're gonna say everything is in which y'all stand on, which MEB Herc spoke about and talked about. What has it been like connecting with other military Greek letter organizations? Is there a good rapport to where y'all tend to support one another? What is that like from your standpoint?
Well, if you think about it, the MGLO is a relatively new. It is new too when you compare it to other fraternities. So it's gonna be. We're gonna support each other naturally because the foundation of what we're starting is from the military, whether it's a sorority military or brotherhood military. It all falls down to the fraternity or sorority, but it's military dedicated in mind. So unified, we're all gonna. Only thing that changed that's only different from us and any other MGLO is our colors. and what they represent and what they chose to pick of what they want to actually represent. So when you think about it, with our colors being what they are, it was a reason, which is why we have the starting five being Hercules, Aries, um, Hypnos, Kratos, and Xenos. Our colors are emblematic to what exactly, the orange and to the blue. Okay, but if we go deeper into that Greek mythology style of way of thinking, if you think of the sunrise, it's orange. But if you think of the ocean, it's deep blue. So we're going from a whole different angle. Same as military mindset, but we bring in our own signature to the line of how we see ourselves and our brothers that come after us. Everybody has their definition of what they represent, but for us, this is our goal and our yellow brick road to where we're trying to get to, if that makes sense.
Okay, because it was actually, I think it sort of speaks in which if anyone else wanted to caveat on it, I was going to ask specifically why orange and blue, or specifically orange and navy blue, based upon all the other color combinations that's out there. Was it on the simple fact of being able to be different? Like you don't see organizations that orange and navy blue, or I mean, with MEB Aries giving a definition, but MEB Hurt, you could add to that.
Absolutely, man. When we actually came about, we were actually, looking for our identity. We didn't want to be like anybody else. We wanted to look like ourselves. Our original colors were going to be that of navy blue and gold and white, man. But we definitely want to separate ourselves from, everybody else, and be our own group of brothers. Period. So, what color in the crayon box could you find is more vibrant than orange? And what other color complement the orange, better than that color navy blue? So we bought those two colors together. We like the way it looked. I don't care what format we put it in. Be it suit, be it, just regular street gear, jackets, it don't matter. It all comes together well. And the one thing that's always highlighted when we step out is, oh man, there's something about that orange and navy blues, like scheme that we put together that everybody compliments. So, and that's dope. Our founders are actually identified by we're the only 5 in the whole organization that wear what you see as the silver jacket or the gray jacket. Nobody else in the org can wear it, and even that goes well with the orange and the navy blue. So those are our colors. That's what we ride with, man. Like I said, we just wanted to separate ourselves from the rest.
Okay, definitely symbolic in from that standpoint. So 4 years in the making, right at this point, as of the beginning, as of this month. How has it been growing your organization, like putting it together? Not going to ask y'all how many members y'all have or anything like that, but how has it been growing the organization and to grow this organization and put it to where ideally, I'm very sure you want to be a nationally recognized organization. How has that been going so far? And do you think it's plenty of work left to go forth?
Personally, man, I feel like we're pretty fortunate, man. We started off with just 5. And each organization each event that we have, when we look out, man, we just see how many members we actually have had the opportunity to bring into the organization, man. It's been, we have our highs, we have our lows, but together it's been fruitful. It's definitely we consider ourselves fortunate, blessed to have gained, the members that we have gained, and we're looking to add to it. So we're excited. We don't call ourselves a brotherhood or sisterhood or none of that stuff. We call ourselves a family. So we ride together, man. We do family oriented things, so we don't really have any like division. When we come together at these events, man, we always together. We always just it's a very fortunate situation to take part in.
Okay.
Hey, I got to say one thing about our process, man. The reason I think we're doing so well is because everybody that comes in gets interviewed, so we get to learn about them. We actually ask questions about their family. about not getting too personal, but we learned who we're bringing in. We don't just bring in anybody
Mhm.
because we know that everybody needs to mesh together. If you want to build a family, then you have to be able to trust the person to your left and to your right. Same thing as in the military. Even though in the military, we didn't have a say on who was with us, but we had to trust who was to our left and our right. So I can say wholeheartedly as a founder, we know everybody, we interact with everybody, we don't feel like we're above anybody. And the members who have been here from our first line don't feel like they're above anybody to our last line. So it's a real family. Everybody does background checks because we want to make sure that everybody has a clean background. We check everything. So really, I don't think anything gets past us. So that's one thing we do. We make sure we know everybody, get to know everybody that we bring in, and that they're a right fit for this organization. We even ask them to hang around with us for a minute so that they can see if we're a right fit for them. Because it goes both ways. If we don't fit together and we don't mesh together, we're not going to be good together. We want that longevity. Once somebody crosses into our organization, we want them here forever, not just for a season.
So quality over quantity. I mean, quantity over quality,
Yep.
basically.
No, quality over quantity. You had it right the first time. Quality over quantity.
Yeah, we want to try to get bros in that's got the same mindset that want to help make this thing that we started bigger and better, man.
Of course, that's ideal. So now in Denver, where have been some of the other places in which y'all have been at to date so far, where you have these crossings or your events, to where people might be like, "Oh, now I remember, Orange and Blue. That's what they was here for."
Yeah, just to let a few people know, and that's a good thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Savvy. The biggest thing is like we have our crossings at different locations in different parts of the world, different parts of cities and states. So Denver is our first crossing that we've had in this area. The previous one we've been to DC, we've been to Atlanta, we've been to Carolina, we've been to Texas numerous times. We got some upcoming ones that's going to be in different areas that we haven't been before as well. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to let everyone see us, see this navy blue and orange, this sunset orange. Let everybody know that this is what we're out here. You know, Cyro Phi Military Fraternity Incorporated is about to come to your city real soon, and y'all gonna see we gonna paint the city blue and orange. And when we come to y'all city, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know because we gonna have a presence about ourselves, whether it's the fraternity or the sorority. We gonna come together as a family, and y'all gonna see just how close and how tight knit we are as a family. And so, if you're in any of one of those 50 states, and even if you're overseas, this is for anybody that's currently serving, have served, or anything like that. It's the criteria to be a part of this great organization. If you are in the area, just know that the process is tedious. It's not something just easy like my LB said. We want we want quality over quantity. When it's all said and done, if you feel like you fit that scope and you feel like you can bring something to the table, like my LB MEB Hypno said, come on board. We may be in a city near you real soon. It all depends on where you at. But yeah, we like to travel all over, and it's never gonna stop. We're gonna continue to do what we do. We're gonna continue to grow. We're gonna continue to be a great organization that we are.
So when you go to these areas and cities or anything like that, do you recruit that particular day or go out to see if there's anybody? Of course, if you're there for that reason to bring someone in, do y'all take it up as an opportunity to go ahead to reach out and see if there's anyone that is in that particular city that may be interested, like have meetings or anything like that, or is it all done via social media, digitally, and word of mouth?
When we go places, we recruit. I don't I don't personally like to call it recruiting because then I feel like he's going out there looking for members.
Okay.
But like my brother Zalo said, when we go out there, we have a presence about ourselves. So if we're out in the mall, we're real friendly, we're cordial, we talk to everybody. We like to have conversations. We like to get to know people and learn people. And through a lot of that, I mean, doing that, we do end up meeting people who have been in the military, retirees. And a lot of people ask us, oh, what is that? And once we explain it, we make sure we give them our card, we give them our contact, we send them to our website. And if they're interested, then, we stay in contact with them. We got a lot of things coming up to where people who are interested, we don't want to force them into trying to join us or anything like that, but we do want them to look at us. So we invite people out to our crossings. Just come hang with us. We're open. You know what I mean? We're not gonna say, oh, you can't come here because you're not a member and we don't think you want to be a member. No, come with us, chill with us. Because one thing about this organization is a lot of people are looking for family. And when you coming from a military, we all have that military background, and we know people in the military suffer from PTSD, depression, and things like that they can't talk to other people about because they just don't understand. So whether you're a part of the organization or you're not part of the organization, we talk to everybody. That's why that's why my brother said we build a family. We're brotherhood and a sisterhood, but we're more so a family. I know that I can pick up the phone and call any one of my brothers or sisters and be like, hey, I got some stuff on my mind. We'll talk it out and go from there. So as far as do we recruit any places we go to, we talk to people and we invite people and we show love to people. We show them that we're here for you regardless. So yeah.
So
let me add to that. That's one thing I do want to say. Make no mistake about it. We are very, very proud of what we established. We will, this real organization that is actually comprised of members that have joined that where there's absolutely zero hazing. But we won't accept anything but the best of the best. Like we want you to come in and we want you to put your best foot forward. If it's something that you really want to do, we want you to definitely dedicate yourself to the process and come be a part of this family. It's definitely not a gimme type organization. Everybody in here, they've earned their way into it by just dedicating themselves to the org, and in return, we come together as a family, we dedicate ourselves to the community. So, and more, what I'm saying, and also each other. So, I think there's certain people there, certain organizations there, just look for, let's just boost up the numbers. We're definitely not that type of organization. We definitely are an organization that we prefer quality over quantity. We want quality brothers, and that's just what it is. And I'm proud to say that. I feel like that plays a very, very large role in the organization surviving the way that it needs to survive. It's not all about us collecting your paycheck or your money. It's about us bringing good, sound, quality brothers into this organization, man. And that's our purpose.
And one of the questions I was about to ask is there a cutoff on a limit in which y'all being a military organization? Sometimes there's certain things go into. Is there a cutoff that you have, or is it doesn't make any difference what age or anything like that? You take everyone, as you said earlier.
Nah, we ain't got no age cutoff. If you put in the work, man, you did what you supposed to do. You beat those grounds just like we did. You wore those boots. You got out there and you defended the country just like we did, and you got out with those qualifications that we discussed earlier. Then you more than welcome, to submit an application to be interviewed to become a member of this organization.
Mm-hmm. So, MEB Zelos, I just seen you as I highlighted that you was going around, walking around. Is that where the community service is going on?
So actually, no. Actually, what you saw right there, that's a lot of the brothers and sisters are just mingling and building that bond tighter right after eating breakfast. Actually, everyone is in the conference room where we're actually going to go in here in a few minutes, in the next 5 minutes, to start our community service. So all of that, so that's just a part of us that I showed y'all right now. There's a bunch of more of us that are in the conference room that are about to get started on this
question. So I think that's a pretty good question. Thomas Galmore, what's up, Galmore? Good to have your information with us this morning. What is the benefit of joining the organization? What was asked by Thomas Galmore.
So one of the biggest, first off, I feel like one of the largest benefits that you can, gain from being in this is if you're looking for a family of brothers that are like-minded individuals that have, served as you have done. And, you can get together and fellowship with each other and, get out there and give back to the community. And this is definitely, something that you want to be a part of. We're here because we want to be here. We're not, like not looking to do anything else, but, be just a positive influence in each other's lives, and a positive, and provide positive influence, to those that are less fortunate than us. We try to help, each other out in every way that we can. We just try to be there for each other in every way that we can. I feel like that's the most beneficial factor. It's not about a monetary thing of any sort. It is definitely more of the fellowship, the interaction. I mean, you got brothers in the organization that suffer from everything from PTSD to depression. Brothers that got service dogs. You got brothers that are straight up loners. That never thought that they'd actually want to be in anything of this magnitude, and you find that those brothers are actually more inclined to be around each other than any other brother that's always been a part of things of large organizational value. So we try to bring those brothers out of their shells, and we try to get together and just become that family, man. You find personalities come out and everything, man. So uh, if you're looking to be a part of something like that, then hey, this is definitely the route that you probably want to look at. Definitely understanding brothers, and as you can see, it's one thing that's different. We are one of the organizations. We are one organization that you will always see where almost all, if not every cross we have or every event we have, you have all of the founders that are actually together all the time. We are don't we're not like gods and none of that stuff, man. We receive the respect we're supposed to receive, but we definitely interact with those that you see in our organization. We sit around, we laugh, joke, and everything with all of them all of the time. Um, Everybody understands how things supposed to be, ran, and we just act like bros, man. Bros supposed to act. So if you're looking
So
to be a part of that, then
he
hey,
says a family, like a family versus a family away from family, basically is what he pointed out, where he pulled
Absolutely,
from.
absolutely, yeah,
Yep.
absolutely, Thomas. It's basically a family away from family. Yep, our extended family once
And
you
I want
become
I
a
want
part
to
of the
add
Blue Arms.
I want to add one thing on the family aspect. Man, I've been to a lot of organizations. This is one organization where I can say it's not just us as a family; it's the entire family. I'm talking about wives, kids. We come out to this stuff. You don't see people wives here. They all interact with each other. They interact with the frat, with the sorority. The kids, same thing. The kids come out. The kids almost know everybody's name. We just, I can honestly say this is a true family. It ain't one of them. It's just the brothers and sisters hanging together. The wives and husbands ain't allowed to come. It's everybody is allowed to come. Everybody interacts with each other. So that's one thing that I really like about it.
So basically, almost like he said, family with family, making this to where everyone's welcome, no disrespect, no, for the most part, don't have to worry about Satanists like some organizations or things that become stigmatic. Like people, you can basically feel comfortable about having a significant other around another significant other, sisters, brothers, whatever case like that, and not have to worry about anything. It's
Yep.
just the whole family.
and we even are, man, and just the piggyback on that, man. We even branching out, man. Like it started with just the bros, man, and then the bros. We turned around and we introduced the ladies. The ladies came on out, you know what I mean, and then we even taking it a step further, man. We get ready to introduce, a mentorship program for little boys ages 10 to 17 this summer. Uh, so we trying to do big things, man. We trying to definitely keep the whole family together, man. You see, we trying to make everybody ride with us. So as my brother Kratos said, man, we bring the whole vibe, man, the whole vibe.
He's saying it's like I like that. It's like a FRG for us. That's right, Galmore. So you say so.
Uh,
Basically, so
it's a family readiness group.
basically, what you're saying, Galmore, is that we should be getting ready to see your application. Oh, they should be getting ready to see your application. Is what I sound like I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's FRG. I don't know if it would be considered FRG. However, you know what I'm
Good
saying.
morning. Good morning.
We just a tight knit family, man. We do what we try to do is as much as we can for one another, man. The whole thing was when we created Cyro Phi Military Fraternity. The thing was we wanted that same camaraderie in which we had when we was in uniform. That same brotherhood and sisterhood that you had while we was in uniform behind the enemy lines and things of that nature. You know how we built that camaraderie. You know, coming into work every day, the people you look forward to seeing and stuff like that. We try to recreate that within this military organization. And so, a lot of us are retired or have separated from the military, and a lot of us miss that camaraderie in which we used to have, miss that brotherhood, miss that sisterhood, miss that bond in which we had. So a few of us came together and decided, hey, let's recreate that again, but let's create it in a military form, in a way of a Greek lettered organization, and that's how we came up with Cyro 5. You know what I'm saying? And now, 4 years later, this is where we stand, and this is what we have grown and what we have built, and we only look to build something even much bigger than this. Like my brother said, Perk, you know what I'm saying? One of the things is that all of the founders, you will get to see and meet with all the founders of this organization. We're always at our functions. We go and support other military organizations, as well as we also support D9. We don't just support MGLO. We do go out and support whatever organization is out there that's giving back to their communities, and it's on a positive note. So just know that with this DOP, if you have those young men in that age group, please feel free to reach out to us. Please feel free to reach out
Hey,
to us
CNN.
so that we can get y'all get the young men on board, because all we're trying to do is mentor them. We want to mentor these young men into being in this organization, and we want them to be able to make them even better men than what they may be already. You know what I'm saying? So that's our whole objective, man. We're trying to grow and continue to grow over and over and over, and be
So you
bigger
see,
than what we already are.
Gabor has, he says, one last question. Of course, it was a question that was answered earlier, but if one of y'all could go ahead and answer his question for him.
Let me introduce you to my brother CNN.
That answer that question.
So that answers one of your questions.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Yeah, they want to know if this only for.
Yeah. So I'm gonna add into that. No, we're not. We're definitely not. If you've been in the military, and I'll break it down and simplify it like this: we are a fraternity, no doubt about it. But we are a military fraternity, and those that know, in the military, we got all different shapes, sizes, colors. I mean, you name it. But what unified us was the mission. You know what I'm saying? The mission is what brought us all together. And our mission, as all being military from all different branches, was to serve our whole country. This Cyro 5, this fraternity brings in all core values of every branch, and we put it all together and create our movement and our direction and our vision on how we choose to move, not only as a brotherhood, but also as a family. Because again, when you leave the military, it's almost like it's a shell shock, because a lot of civilians don't really articulate the way we articulate. But what better way of coming to a fraternity that thinks the same way, carries the same way, and think military? One can recognize the other. You know the old saying, real recognize real? Well, in this fraternity, all core values are implicated all together to one movement, one sign, one color, one mindset. So just think about that. And it has no color whatsoever. It's only one mission, and that's to still serve, but either outside the line, or you could be active duty, reserve, whatever, it doesn't matter. But you're still doing what you love to do when you decide to join the military. But now we're doing it more in a fraternal manner. So that's what I wanted to add to that.
So as I see MBB Zeros walk around, I did see a different color. I think it was blue and silver or white, and so does that add to what y'all were saying about different other organizations and stuff like that coming out and interacting and working with y'all, from what y'all were saying earlier, correct?
Yeah, we have other organizations that come out and support us. So they're in there doing the community service along with us.
Wait. That's me.
Oh, I can't see that. That's what's my podcast.
70 podcast. Oh. So I sorority, man. They say what up? That's the MPS.
What's good with you? What's going on, sis? What's going on? What's going on? What's she saying?
Yo.
Hey, Samuel, another thing, when we talk about benefits to join this organization, I know we yell out family.
Yes, sir.
But let's be honest. We do a lot of networking within our fraternity. Because we got people from all walks of life. We got people who still work at VA. We got people who do construction, people who do parties, people who do this. So we do also support each other. And in terms, in us supporting each other, others come and help us. You know what I mean? So it's also a networking thing for us also as veterans.
Okay. So it's almost like having basically self-sustaining and networking, where if in state where if anything, your brother or your sister could help you out, if you know what I'm saying, or could port you in the best direction without little or nothing for the most part. So it works. And again, it's like you said, it's key thing what you said, family. You gonna want to, but you don't want to get caught up on that to where it's like, but it's just like Blue Magic. It speaks for itself.
Right. And I think the brother that came on earlier asked a question. I think he asked how many members we have.
Yes.
Brother, we don't have hundreds of thousands of members. You know what I'm saying? Our process, our vetting process, I feel like once your organization gets really that big, you kind of lose a few things. We 4 years in, we got roughly a little over 60. There's a little over 60 members. Granted, that's 3 crosses a year, 4 years, and we know everybody. I think we're doing pretty good.
You still have an opportunity, and when I speak to people, I always, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
When I speak
hey, you seen that, right?
Yeah. So I'm going. So yeah, we were about 45, 50 individuals.
Yeah, about 45, 50 members. I take that 60 back. I'll stay corrected.
Hey, but you know what?
But we got 45 quality members.
Yeah, I was about to say 45 quality brothers, man. I mean, we start with large lines, but they just don't. Sometimes they don't make it because they can't make it. Sometimes they don't make it because we don't feel like they're deserving of making it. So, you got one, and then you got life, life that happens as well. So because of those situations, we might have a line that might start with 9, 10 brothers, something like that, 9, 7, something like that. And then we might end it with like 2, 3 that actually make the crossing. So that's why I say we got quality brothers that we actually trying to get through.
And so, and then, like I said, like one of the things which I say whenever I speak to people and they ask a question, I always bring up the fact of it's a ground floor and you're still able to have a voice to where you can make a difference coming in, even at this point in this juncture. So anyone that always, if they're out there, I'll be like, hey, it's everything, potentially platforms and just anything. Like, what I'm saying? It's almost like the Army slogan, be all you could be. And this is an organization that allow you to do that just in the same manner. So definitely one of those. So like he was saying, they continue. It's not pitches. It's like basically you have own right. You have full autonomy to sit up and make your own decisions and discern and be like. There's plenty of organizations out there in which just like it's no different. Plenty of podcasts to listen to. Plenty of people to look at or who you attach yourself with. Just do your homework and you see what it comes out to be. So after y'all do community service this morning, what? No, you know what? Let me go back. What has it been that y'all have done last night? Where did y'all go to? Where did y'all have y'all meet and greet at?
Go ahead. Well, last night, where did we have our meet and greet at?
Yeah, that meet and greet at Twin Peaks, actually. And Denver. Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. We've been
So
there.
kick back and relax, man.
Yeah. And then today, I think today is more of a business. Y'all got more business going on today than anything else.
Absolutely.
And see, and that's what I wanted to point out, right? So for me, myself, because I'm a member, Extra Brothers Savvy, you know what I'm saying? Beta Line, Cyber 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated. For me, myself, what's going on, I don't drink and smoke and all that type of stuff. I'm not saying that they smoke, but it just comes off my tongue, drink and smoke, because I don't drink and all that type of stuff. I have a different mindset when it comes to organization. I'm always about the business aspect, or how we move things forward and all that type of stuff. So that was key for me becoming a member of Cyber 5, for a brother of Cyber 5, because I have a different mindset when it comes to that. And so it one of the things. So saying these brothers. Again, like we always say, we hear the terms. We can we play, but we do. You earn that playing built through what you do out the course of the year. working and stuff like that. When you organizations, like I see everything that's going on, that stuff is work in state. You know what I'm saying? People have fun, but that stuff is work for the most part. So again, it's not about just partying. They have fun, let your hair down and stuff like that. But as y'all say, y'all have heard them speak throughout the course of this broadcast, that it's quality, always quality, and that quality comes with you got to get your hands dirty at some point. And that's just what it is. So it's not just about partying. For the most part, you got to be able to put your hands to the plow and make it happen. So tomorrow, let's get into that. We haven't even talked about Saturday. What's going on for Saturday? For the most part, sneaker ball.
So yeah, so for the most part, tomorrow Saturday, being it is our four-year anniversary for our Founders Day. So tomorrow we have a huge sneaker ball, as the flyer in which Savvy put up earlier. It's a formal sneaker ball in which we're having. So everybody gonna get in their best dress, and then they gonna don their best look, and then at the bottom you're gonna see them in their best sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And some people have become real creative in what they plan on wearing for the sneaker ball this weekend. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time amongst the brothers and sisters, man. We're going to have a blast out here. The sneaker ball is right here at this same hotel where we reside for this weekend. We're looking forward to seeing each other, man. Have a great time with one another during this great sneaker ball. And I think we have a tour tomorrow as well here in the Denver, Colorado area. We're going to tour an area tomorrow. I don't know exactly what we're touring. Maybe one of my LBs can.
Then we're going to tour the stadium.
Core Stadium, yeah, we're
going to the stadium.
Colorado Rockies.
Yep.
So I asked, you know what I'm saying, be sure, like I'm going to be checking out. So is this going to be broadcast? Are y'all going to be streaming the I know y'all stream your crossing. Is the sneaker ball going to be streamed, or is it going to be a exclusive to people that's there with the player?
Didn't you say, excellent brother Savvy, that you're a part of this organization?
I am, but I'm not there. So things I don't know.
Isn't that in your job description there, sir?
You could turn on your screen. I'm just saying.
But I know. I haven't found that. I didn't get that. I wasn't privy to that information, so I don't know. Like I said, I know that
check your text messages in about 10 minutes.
So I was saying that because you know what I'm saying I'm going to be watching. I want to see what the shoes are and all that type of stuff because I'm like iPhone, right? I may not come out with what pops off then. It's just I just make the product better after the fact. So you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to be watching to see what I'm saying, what's out there and how it's going on, and then I just want to see what people are coming up sneaker game and watching because I want to see some of the ideas in which I already have that I sit up and put to the side. I want to see have they been enacted yet, so I can know what it is. So then the next time I pull up, it's like okay, you know what I'm saying, damn, here we go again. So I'm going to be watching and see. So I would hope that even one case I see pictures or it's streamed so I can see, you know what I'm saying, as people walk that orange carpet, what it's going to be.
Well, don't stream me because I'm gonna be regular. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can't compete. I can't compete with these guys and their ideas. They got some stuff.
I got a pair of shoes I still haven't wore yet. I done had them joints like a year and a half. So it's
overnight them to me. I'll wear them for you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I think it's gonna be very it's gonna be very interesting to see the type of shoes in which people have created for this special event.
MA has entered the conversation. What's going on, Frank? What's going on, MA? How you doing, sir?
What up,
MA?
What up,
MA? What's good, man?
So is there anyone willing? Like MEB Cradle said, he's gonna be regular, so he's gonna have on sport we got. I know for the most part, everyone else is not going to be regular. Though I would be surprised if one particular person who happens to be y'all Trey, if he even goes, you know, say if he even steps outside the box. But I know MEB Aries, MEB Zalos, MEB Hercules. got something. Can we get a little? Is there? So you just basically keep it tight the vest, huh?
Look, Hurt. Hey, I'm looking at Hurt to my right. He over here smiling and rubbing his chest. So I know, I know he got something. I know he got something.
I ain't got nothing.
Hey man, you know it's a little something like that. hey, they say hypno. They say they'll be surprised if you show up with anything on.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna have my Neo package.
Hey, Hypno's gonna show up with his Crocs on.
Some blue Crocs.
Them blue Crocs.
With some blue.
Hey, you might want to take a picture of this. There's gonna be something to remember.
Hey, you definitely should have been here for that one.
Oh my goodness! I'll have to make sure that someone gets that for the most part. So I swear to God, I wish I could have been there. But you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be other opportunities, plenty of opportunities. It's got a whole thing going on. Like I said, so what I do know is before I get the text message, like MBB Cradle said 10 minutes. What I do know is that it's like a bunch of events coming up later in the future. Like what is the hugest event in which y'all can sit up in which I would like to say that is coming up soon over the course in the next 18 months or so, or a year.
18 months. We got South Padre Island coming up.
Okay.
It's pretty much a Greek weekend mixed with a bike weekend.
And that's
we got the crossing. Oh, that's South Padre Island, Texas.
Okay. And when?
If you own, that's Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
May 25th through the 28th.
Okay. And you was about to say something else. What else is what's popping?
We got the crossing in Atlanta coming up, end of July.
That's in July. Yep.
What else we got? Dukes of Phi. That'll be the introduction of Dukes of Phi, or the organization for the kids.
Okay, the military mentorship. I mean, the Cyberfly mentorship program.
Right.
Okay. I think you're getting closer.
We got November in Charlotte. That's Sorrow Kai's Founders Day.
Okay, Sisterhood, PRC.
Oh yeah, you talking about our 5-year mark. Our 5-year mark when we get to don our black jackets.
That part.
I would have omitted that part because I have to wait a couple of months for that. But okay, I get it.
It's not always about you, Savage.
And that's what
it's not about you.
Yes, I get it. I digress. So 5 years. What is going on? Is there any plans yet for what is the 5 year? Is that still in the planning, or is there anything in which we can kind of to where anyone watching? So maybe that might be a point to where it's like, hey, I'm trying to get there too. So I definitely
we got so many ideas. We done threw around Miami. We done threw around doing on a cruise. We trying to 5 years. We trying to do it big. We're trying to do it big, and we want everybody to celebrate with us because it's a big milestone for us.
So
it's all, bro. Hey, we'll do you like the 18, knock you out like they did D.A. Baracus. You just wake up on a ship.
So it's something that you just said, MBB Cradle. So what I want to ask a question. Like you said, Zach said Hawaii. In any case,
hey, tell his dad is out here with us too.
Hey, I had him on campus.
Yeah, Zach. Zach, of course, wants us to go to Hawaii because that's where he's stationed at right now.
I'm ready for some Hawaii. If that's the case, I'll go to Hawaii.
Gotta get on the boat.
You gotta get on the boat.
Or
Hawaii.
Maybe by that time I'll be in Las Vegas possibly, and then we could that's some option too. But in any case, going back to what some that MBB Cradles just said, right? You said 5 years is a huge milestone. Is that to say that most organizations, especially we talk about military Greek organizations, is it hard? Is that hard to make it to the 5 year point?
Yeah, you think about it, they trying to. A lot of people have good ideas that they come up with, and they want to implement, but it takes a lot to stay to stay the course. We 5,000. We haven't wavered in the way we put this organization together. Not from the beginning to now. We stay the same. We support everybody. Even if nobody supports us, we're still going to support people. So a lot of organizations don't make it. But we're at 5 years. We're going to be at 10, 15, 20. Our goal is to be the #1 military Greek organization in the world.
That's a tall order, but like you said, you can get there and at the point of what you said, 5 years, and then you continue to grow from there. So you said nothing yet per se is like it's some things being tossed about, but I'm very sure that's going to be put out at some point. So as far as founders, do y'all all are y'all specifically, I guess you could say, is almost in the sense of a board of directors. Is that the only positions in which y'all hold, or do you hold other positions in the organization? Or have you already turned it over to the ones that the Trusting brothers that have entered your organization?
You slick, Savvy. You real slick, Savvy. You real slick, boy. You
it's
real
funny you should
slick.
say having turned on those
Real
Trusting
slick with it.
brothers since we just had a conversation.
I'm just reporting.
Yeah.
I
Real slick with it.
just report the
You
news.
real slick with it.
We would say that we have the right people in the right spots for the moment.
For the moment, Roger that. Okay. And which I'm very sure, like starting out, because I'm very sure y'all had to hold the position starting out when you start out stuff like that. So it becomes a certain situation to where just like people, CEOs and stuff like that. Speaking of that, let me run that back. I didn't get a chance to talk about it at the beginning because I got off into getting into the organization. But if y'all haven't peeped game, the Washington Commanders have agreed to principles with Dan Snyder
$6 billion.
their group to be sold $6 billion, in which, of course, Mr. LA himself, Magic Johnson, is a part of that ownership group. So now he will be an owner as well. He already owns the LA Galaxy, or is it LA Football Club? He already owns the Los Angeles Dodgers. He already owns half of Los Angeles when you look at Magic Johnson Theaters, Magic Johnson Starbucks, Magic Johnson Hard Rock. Now he is a owner of the Washington Commanders. When y'all look at that, you know what I'm saying? Because like I look at sports, even though we're talking sports, when we talk sports organizational wise, you look at that type of stuff. What do you think about it when you look at these organizations that go from, hell, if you take a look at it, Vince McMahon purchased the WWE for $1 million, and now that's a multi-billion-dollar organization. So when y'all take a look at that, we talk about organizations and growing and stuff like that. What do you think about that for your own organization? Even though it's a nonprofit, but nonprofit does not mean broke. What do you think about your own organizations when when you look at it from an organization standpoint? What's your take on that type of stuff?
Well, since it's not a profitable organization, man, we all about consistency and growth on the positive side. Money does make things, it looks good. But if you got an organization that has all unified, all like-minded, strong working, dedicated military individuals that are staying consistent, what can stop that? That's the question. And your answer is nothing but results. Nothing but results. And that wall can't be penetrated. So that's on my side of it, that's where I think a lot of our vision really holds, is that's what we're looking for, man. We want that. That's more than money, because you can't even buy it. You cannot buy that kind of characteristic or family, nor the people. You know what I'm saying? It takes work. It takes time. So, but if we get to the point of where we think the reserve is off, I'm telling you, I mean, we'll have a lot more of you'll see more of our actions versus our words, if that makes sense.
Got it. Meaning those people, as MEB Hypno saying, the people, the brothers that they have in the right places might have to be pink slips, as he would say. Time to get handed out them pink slips. So I get it, and that's what I was getting at. Like, of course, like I said, a nonprofit, but it's like you can still have that same resolve in state, where you go from here to where not a billion brothers or members, but the mindset of we're running like it went from a organization y'all put in tens of thousands of dollars to start the organization, and now and then for the organization to have the product and the resolve of $1 billion organization, it stands huge in that fact of the matter. So, and then that's what mainly I was getting about at where that's what you want ultimately for your organization to even be to move a certain way. Of course, saying that's why you put people in position that end up to move the organization that way. So yes, clearly on the dolly, but yes, $6 billion in which they was purchased early. Now they're a $6 billion organization. It's crazy, inflations and all that type of stuff. Do y'all? So when y'all go and y'all do that for the most part, when you look at the community service, because I know that's where all the brothers, everyone's at, all the brothers and sisters at, and I guess y'all gonna get there at some point. Do y'all allow for the organization to plan these events, or do y'all take your stake in it and help the plan as well?
So, in regard to the community service, we actually have a director, community service director. His badge of office basically mandates that he puts together any of the community service that the fraternity does. Each of the respective offices come with their own, level of responsibilities, in which case we all try to follow suit. So in this instant, we allowed the community service director to actually do his thing and come back and tell us what it is that he needs from us. We just go out there and we provide a service.
That's, of course, guys. Everyone wants the opportunity to decide to be able to do what it is that they have to do, and be basically ownership. Take ownership. Like, okay, we give me the opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and rock with it. So ideally, legitimate. Of course, what I'm saying is I don't want to take up any more of your time if I ain't got to. I know y'all got business to get to. You know what? Hold up. I stand corrected. We got off track because we was talking about the shoe, and no one wanted to give any insight to what the shoe game is going to be tonight. So going on with the rest of the program, what is the opportunity, or do y'all know what has been planned for the rest of it, or for tomorrow, or is it under wraps in which y'all just going to be thoroughly surprised since it's to celebrate you guys?
We got an itinerary that basically guides us through what's been planned. There's certain things that we can and we're at liberty to discuss at this present time, and certain things that we can't until after it actually takes place. And there's a reason that we don't want to put that out there, because we definitely got a surprise for certain people we did.
Right.
So for today, I can say we definitely will be having a crossing today. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Syro 5, Syro Kai, it's gonna be an after crossing also.
As we always do about this time, as we always do.
If you know us, man, we're gonna go ahead and get debonair, for this crossing, man, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead and get fresh and walk out that door, because we definitely gonna set it off. You did. We're trying to take over the city. We're in the right city for the actual colors that we actually done. And that we bring that orange and navy blue to Denver, baby. I know the Broncos out here too, right? All right, I'm just trying to make sure everybody paying attention. So we're here for our year 4, man. Wearing the right colors in the right city, man. I feel like the setup is large, and we should be able to move forward the right way this year. So definitely stay tuned, pay attention. If you ever want to see what that Syro 5 crossing look like, man, tune in. Stay tuned. You'll see it soon.
That part.
Well, actually, it was like he was saying that the crossing, of course, is going to be streamed if y'all go to the Syro 5 military fraternity Facebook page or the YouTube page. Easy to find. It's just like I said, Syro 5 PSI 5 PHI Syro RHO 5 PHI, in which y'all can check it out. Of course. What's good, Eric? What's going on LP, brother? What's good, fam? What's going on? What's up? So,
what up, E? I see y'all there. Hey, man, what y'all might be missing also, not to cut you off.
Yes, sir.
Y'all listening to what he's downplaying is the brother that's actually talking is our excellent brother also. He part of our national leadership. His name is we call him Savvy. You know what I mean? Just in case y'all didn't know, he is in charge of all our media. That any of the flyers that you see, the media footage, like this brother that's posting this show, man. All those designs and everything. That's what he does, man. And he does it well. So it's gonna suck that he ain't here with us this time, but we understand the importance of him missing it. Because other than that, he ain't missing it. I'm gonna tell you that.
That
So
part.
shout out to Savvy, man. All
Word.
day, excellent brother Savvy, excellent
It's
brother
me
Savvy.
of the media. It's me and guru of the media.
Appreciate it.
And
I just
subject matter expert all day.
appreciate it. Thank you, greatly appreciate it. And just I'm not trying to downplay. I'm just trying to say make sure I wear one hat in his reason to make sure that the people get what they need for the most part. But again, like I said, y'all will be seeing it posted on those sites in which y'all see them do what they got to do. The coming out shows be a sight to see, put together by my LB and Excellent Brothers Absolute and Excellent Brother Neor. So it's like you said, it's a sight to see. Y'all be able to see it. We in ATL, Eric, next crossing. Oh, you said you at my next crossing. All right, that's what's up, fam. So again, like
We
you said,
appreciate you, Eric. No
yeah,
doubt.
I agree with you. Like you said, that's another Eric Alpha Lambda Psi military or fraternity, life member. Matter of fact, as he became a life member of that
Yeah,
organization. So,
mad shouts out to Eric for that. Yeah, congratulations, bro, on being a life member.
so it's like,
Congratulations on that.
of course, that's always going on and going forth where
Where is
he.
he?
He said they coming, they showing up. Pull up, fam. So always, like he said, something's going on in any case. Like I said, going in the sneaker ball, which is always something different. It always trying to be innovative. We look forward to doing that. But like I said, about to go ahead and tap off. Y'all don't go anywhere. I gotta holler at y'all right quick before we go. So I have to holler at y'all once we get off. And like I greatly appreciate y'all tapping in. I know it wasn't the usual, but when we have our own stuff, we continue to do our own things. And just saying, what comes success comes from it. Any case, y'all know where to find us for the most part. Every weekday, 09 to 1100 hours. First Formation Morning Sports Talk. Y'all know what it is. Fall in with your favorite vets on the nets as we get to talking about sports in general. Plenty of coming up. We know next week is going to be a hot one too. You got Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis. That's going to be a whole thing going down. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that, of course. We got the beginning of the NBA playoffs, so we already have seen a couple of those games go off. Those games start this weekend tonight. We got who punches their ticket for the opportunity to face those number one seeds. So it's always going to be plenty. Y'all heard MBB Kratos when he first got on. He talked about the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Los Angeles Angels. So that means that military Major League Baseball is in full effect. So those is going on. We'll talk about that a little. At the end of this month, I gotta continue to tell that because we're supposed to be in the building. First Formation is going to be in San Antonio, Texas, as the National Military Basketball Tournament is going to be going on. It's going to be putting together some of the top 16 teams rated by the National Military Basketball community, putting them all together in one place to decide who is the champion, current reigning champion. Fort Hood, soon to be Fort Cavazos. If you see the post and the pictures, is already Fort Cavazos military installation. Currently, Phantom Warriors, reigning champions from last year's National Military Basketball Tournament. The Military Basketball Association is going to have their championship going on in Wichita, Kansas this year. So that's a whole thing. That's at the Memorial Day weekend. And if you haven't teamed in or tapped in Orlando, July 7th, the AAU men's and women's Battle of the Crest is going on. That's going to be at the ESPN Worldwide Sports Center in Orlando. So that's a whole vibe going on. Military basketball, full effect. Nationals going on in softball. It's a whole lot going on. So don't be remiss. Get out there and support your military installations, because they do it as well. The military, the armed forces athletes, as I call them, as always. So I greatly appreciate y'all tapping in today. Go ahead, if you haven't already, find First Formation Morning Sports Talk on YouTube. Tap that subscribe button and just tap in and get the notifications to be able to tap in whenever we go live. Until then, it's your boy Trey. As y'all know, as it says, excellent brother Savvy in the land of Phi. We look forward to seeing y'all Monday morning, we might have a little something for y'all to talk about it. We might talk about the shoe game and what it is. We might do our own little thing. So we'll see what it is. Maybe we get Bishop the GOAT for show up. You know what I'm saying? We got Zalos today. Maybe we get Bishop the GOAT on Monday.
I'll be back. Oh yeah. I was preparing for this weekend, so I had a lot going on for the past couple of weeks. So yeah, I had to get prepared for this weekend. So yeah, I'll definitely be back on Monday.
So y'all know it is. Y'all know what the vibe is. Love y'all. Of course, y'all know something we said. It would be no first formation without all y'all. Y'all be easy. Enjoy y'all weekend. See y'all Monday. Peace.
For sure, man.
Solid Military Fraternity Incorporated. Y'all stay blessed.